When I was young, I hated saws. Anything to do with school. But my dad always told me, you never stop learning. And I guess he was right, because now I understand what a wonderful object saws are. For example, in the middle of the 17th century, during the reign of King Louis XIV of France, saws played a crucial role in the construction of the Palace of Versailles. The project required massive amounts of precisely cut timber, and skilled sawyers were in high demand. In fact, records show that over 100 sawmills were operating near Versailles during the palace's construction, working around the clock to produce the staggering amount of lumber needed. Each sawmill was staffed by a team of expert sawyers, who used pit saws to cut the logs into usable boards. The process was both arduous and dangerous. The pit saws were large and unwieldy, and the workers had to coordinate their movements precisely to avoid injury. Despite the challenges, the sawyers of Versailles were highly respected members of society. Their work was essential to the success of the palace project, and they were paid well for their services. Some even rose to become master sawyers, leading their own workshops and training apprentices. These skilled craftspeople were instrumental in shaping the very foundations of modern sawmaking. Their expertise and innovation laid the groundwork for the development of new and improved sawing techniques and tools that would be used for centuries to come. Now, these are all interesting historical facts, but what really makes saws so amazing? When I asked ChatGPT, it told me that saws are inanimate objects and therefore cannot possess emotions or subjective experiences. However, I disagree. I believe that saws are much more than just inanimate objects. They are extensions of our creativity, tools that allow us to shape the world around us according to our needs and desires. The feel of a smooth cut as the saw glides effortlessly through the wood is a feeling that only those who have experienced it can truly understand. It is a feeling of satisfaction, of mastery over one's craft, and of connection to the natural world. When I was 15 years old, I spent a summer working at a local woodworking shop, and it was there that I fell in love with the process of creating something beautiful with my own hands. Using a saw allowed me to transform a block of wood into a piece of art. Every cut, every groove, every curve was a chance to express myself, to create something unique and special. It didn't matter that the work was hard, that my hands were sore from gripping the saw, or that my body ached from hours of bending over the workbench. I was lost in the creative process, and I loved every minute of it. Working with a saw is a dance between the tool and the workpiece. It requires skill, precision, and a deep understanding of the materials. But it also requires a certain intuition, a feeling for the wood that only comes with experience and passion. When you hear the sound of a saw cutting through wood, it is more than just the sound of a tool doing a job. It is the sound of creativity, of passion, of a human being expressing themselves through their craft. With a saw, anyone can become an artist, a craftsman, a creator. All it takes is a little know-how and a whole lot of heart. Now let us talk about what I believe is the greatest saw in existence: the band saw. The band saw, unlike other saws, does not rely solely on brute force. Its magic lies in its flexibility, its ability to bend and contour around shapes, while maintaining its cutting edge. It is this quality that allows the bandsaw to achieve a level of precision and finesse that is unmatched by any other saw. Imagine trying to cut a piece of wood into the shape of a butterfly using a regular saw. It is nearly impossible, but with a bandsaw, it becomes a thing of beauty, a thing of art. The saw glides effortlessly through the wood, following the contours of the design with ease. This level of precision and control is what makes the bandsaw such a powerful tool for artists and designers. But the beauty of the bandsaw goes beyond its ability to cut intricate designs. It lies in the sheer elegance and simplicity of its operation. Unlike other saws that require a lot of muscle and energy to operate, the bandsaw is relatively easy to use. Its thin, flexible blade does most of the work, allowing even a novice user to achieve impressive results with minimal effort. It is like having a personal assistant that cuts wood exactly the way you want it. The bandsaw is a marvel of engineering and design. Simple, clean look is a testament to the brilliance of its creators. It is a tool that has stood the test of time, continuously evolving and improving while retaining its core functionality and charm. Whether you are an experienced woodworker or a complete beginner, the bandsaw is a must-have addition to your workshop. With its versatility, precision, and ease of use, it is the perfect tool for bringing your creative visions to life. So the next time you see a bandsaw in action, take a moment to appreciate the artistry, the skill, and the sheer joy that this remarkable invention brings to the world. And if you have not yet had the pleasure of using a bandsaw yourself, I urge you to try it. You are in for a treat. Trust me. Like everything else in life, you only stop learning. And I can promise you that working with a saw is something that stays with you forever. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on the wonderful world of saws. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a comment below and let me know if you have a favorite saw, or if you have any interesting experiences of your own to share. Until next time, happy sawing, and remember, you never stop learning.